It is a pleasure to meet you. We're going to get ourselves some water.
Go to the house.
Looks like there's a lot of people here in town doing what they do best. We'll definitely need to get ourselves some water. I'm very parched. And how's a man supposed to do business when he's parched as I am? And that's what I ask myself first every day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on down to the Fortuna Theater. Welcome on down to the Fortuna Theater. I hope to express upon you the brilliance of moving pictures.
Hello.
See you. Hey Frank, good to see you again.
Good afternoon. How you folks doing? Good to see you, Captain Thatcher Jameson. Hello, sir.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
What would your name be?
Oh, by the way, Director Brower, this is Ox, potential officer for the Grand Corrigan. And Ox, likewise, that is Director Brower, famed filmmaker of The Crossing.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Ox. Hopefully you'll be a splendid addition to the Grand Corrigan.
I hope to be filmmaker. I don't think I've ever met one of them. One day you'll have to explain to me how all that works.
Maybe. I get asked the question numerous times that I've gone tired of explaining how filmmaking works. I'd say just see a film for yourself and be amazed. Well, pardon me, gentlemen. I need to get some water. I'm parched.
All right. Have a good one, sir.
Fair enough.
Sorry, fellas. I need to get some water because I'm parched. Bubsington, how you doing? I'm doing good. Doing grand. How about yourself, man? How have you been? How's your new year so far? All right, now we need to get some food. It's good to hear, my friend. Now let's get ourselves about to eat.
Yeah, where'd they go?
You had it.
Well, I'm gonna leave this up to Bayou because we don't know what we're getting into, but it could last a little bit.
I'm game. All right, I'm game.
Well, there we go.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hello.
Put your gun away. Why do you
It's
always
away,
have it
man. Don't have it out.
On your
I don't like
back.
it on my back. It bothers me.
out? Howdy, mister. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, Drew? How have you been?
Oh, shit, it's you.
What do you see?
I shouldn't fucking know.
You never recognized me, and I'm hurt.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How's everything going? You have any shows planned tonight? Or
Nothing planned tonight. I've just gone up and about. Thinking about going on a fishing trip.
no shit.
Yeah.
What are you fishing for?
I'm gonna try something.
Anything I can sell, really.
Ah!
Well, from what I've heard around the crossing, you want to get that
Nope,
rainbow
nothing.
trout? It's rainbow. They're like red. Just regular trout, I guess. Hey, you just broke that.
Didn't break nothing.
So what I hear is, I've heard that as well. But the problem is, you have to go far and wide to get yourself rainbow trout.
All right.
See, I fish smart. I find a group of fish that are real close to a fishmonger, and I fish in that same spot over and over. The money I would have made is saved by a short trip.
Well, there you go. I haven't done much fishing myself. I do enjoy it as a pastime, but just haven't found the time to actually do it.
Likewise, sometimes it's nice to get out there in the quiet and fish up what I can and just think about things and maybe plan new films or whatever might be on my mind.
Best way to do it. That's for sure.
Yes, sir.
All
Right.
right. Showtime.
Now,
Man,
now, are you folks all right? It seemed like you came in a bit sparred.
Oh yeah, we got a hobo issue.
would you stop pulling that out?
I'm not pulling it out. I'm just holding it.
You know, the other day, the Chenzos came into one of my theaters to pull the hobos out because they had caused them problems. Seems like they're making everyone real angry.
Sadly, I think they're being manipulated. I think is the main cause. But they're the ones doing it, so they're the ones that are gonna, lay in the bed they make.
Well, a man is responsible for his actions, is the way I see it.
100% right.
Especially when you bring yourself to violence. I'm not sure what's going on with the entire situation, but I imagine it's come to violence if your friend
Bayou.
Bayou.
5 people pulling their guns out inside the Bastille, and I had to tell them this is not happening here. And they insisted on bringing violence, and I insisted that this will not happen here. And they finally agreed and left.
Bunch of ne'er-do-wells, I'll tell you. A fine establishment like this one does not deserve to have its reputation tarnished by a bunch of no good rock bottoms, I tell you.
Yeah, and you've been around for a while, so you remember Vivian, Victor, and all the other people before us.
I
They
sure
got
do.
pushed out because they brought a lot of their personal into the business, and I refuse to do that. But you'll always have those people that come in, whether it's personal or not. They'll try to come in and overtake, overthrow, whatever, what have you.
You know, it's funny, Mr. Winters, as nice as she was, I had noticed that she would be seen around less reputable individuals quite often. And how do you run a neutral business when you're involved with such unscrupulous, dangerous people?
That is true, but at the same time, you have to think with who she was dealing with. I wasn't really sure. She was a friend, but I didn't pry too much into her business or really know much about it. As for me and the Dappers and the Bastille, we do have a good relationship with Taipan, the DiCenzos, all of them, because they're part of the city. So
Now, that's what Saint
all
Denis
business hand
has
in hand.
that the rest of the world doesn't here in the crossing. See, there might be folks doing different kinds of business. There might be a bit odds and ends that don't match up here in town. But one thing all the great folks here of Saint Denis agrees upon was try to keep business neutral and not get under each other's skin because we all live in the same town here. Now, if you go out west, it's like everyone's trying to chew each other's necks off.
And that's the worst thing a business can do. The best way a business thrives is to help others, thrive as well. You do it hand in hand, and you become not only a successful business, but a successful town, a successful community. And that's why this is not the West. This is the East. This is civilized land. The West is the
Exactly.
West. This is not the West.
And that's why I love Saint Denis. It is calm, it is cultured, and it's not filled with ne'er-do-wells to the brim. Now, there might be the occasion ne'er-do-well on the street here and there, but it's not like the West. Uncivilized.
And that's the thing. We've had all sorts of unsavory type come from the West over here, and they're told the same thing. They try to strong arm, they try to do this, that, and the other thing, and it's the same thing over and over. This ain't the West. This ain't the place to be doing what you're doing.
Exactly. But the shiny lights and the glamour of the East will always attract ne'er-do-wells, but they surely get washed up real quick.
That is true. What are you whistling at? Why is your hand? Put your hand down. Put your hand down. What are you doing?
I'm stretching.
This ain't the West.
I'm stretching.
You're stretching your hand over your gun. What's wrong with you?
No, I'm just stretching.
My goodness.
Okay, good.
Well, I'll say you do have one wild one here, Drew, and that would be the Bayou.
Yes, sir. The one and only.
Bayou, were you raised down in the swamps here? Is that why they call you Bayou?
I was as a youngin', but my dad was primarily raised there, and he looked me in the eye and said, "Son, your eyes are as deep and dark as the bayou," and it just kind of stuck.
Well, that makes sense, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Not to mention he's uncultured too. So
I'm very fuck off. I'm very cultured.
I mean, he has to be somewhat cultured if he's working here at the Bastille, don't you
I'm
think?
cultured.
Well, sure. He's a work in progress. Let's just say that.
Nah, I'm cultured. I'm refined when I need to be refined, and I'm rough when I need to be rough. And
I'm only
ladies know that I'm
funning, but
soft when
he's
I
someone
need to
that
be
can
soft.
get shit done. So it's
That's
more than
right.
just working at the Bastille. It's being a part of the Dappers as a whole around here. It's he fits the bill.
You call yourselves the Dappers, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a good name, I think.
Well, it's something that's been around for generations, and I never thought I'd ever see the day in the crossing they would make their way, but sometimes when something's needed, it finds their own way, you know?
So besides running the Bastille, what kind of business you get yourself into these days, Drew? If you don't mind me asking.
To be honest, I'll stick with the Bastille. Although the business or anything like that will be personal. Anything that needs to be done that law won't do, let's say outlaws do wrong, If no one will hold someone else accountable, that's when we'll come in, especially if it's having to do with our city and our friends and family.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. I meant more along the lines of you're doing security work or other legal business of that
No, sir.
sorts. But I don't really know nothing about what else you do. You know, if
Well,
it's
that's fine,
personal, it's
fine. I mean,
personal.
sure, but it's also we ain't outlaws. We ain't law. We're just right in the gray area.
In
But
fact,
at the same time, business. No, I stick with the bear still.
do you know what happened to me
Rights and all that.
the other day? So I was taken hostage by Jack Kettleman in front of Blackwater Imperial Theater there. And the law said, you know what? Fuck it. Just shoot. And he had a gun to my head. That reminds me, I need to walk on down to the law office and report these deputies who aren't doing their job in the righteous light. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, you do that. It's not going to matter. You can report it all you want, but I guess it doesn't hurt to report it. But at the same time, just like we had a murder a couple days ago, and it seems like everything's just stopped in its tracks.
The way I see the law is they're full of bureaucratic. I can't say the word right now. They're full of politics, and it takes so long to get their cog moving. By the time it does, more damage has been done before they fixed anything, really. But I know for one thing is some of the lawmen really frown upon other lawmen shooting when there's a hostage in place, and hopefully there might be some light shed upon the situation there. But I gotta walk on now to the law office now and see if they're around.
No, take care.
My horse is stuck. Oh well, that sucks. And my horse is stuck. Oh, Frank got it again. Yes, sir. Thanks, just so you know, I've been lurking. Hell yeah. But Burpington. Sorry I haven't been watching the stream, dealing with myself. No worries, man. I understand. Might send a lighter to Anon. If I remember right. A character was taken hostage and then shot at, so he had to send a letter. Good evening, miss. It's good to see you again.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Sorry, your name has just escaped my mind just now. It's on the tip of my tongue, and I feel I'm going to get it wrong.
It's Jules.
Jules. I was going to say Dolly for a second, and I was like, that is not right.
All is good. It normally does take me a couple times to remember people's names, but I think Frank's easy.
Likewise. For me, sometimes I'm so distracted by the going-ons day to day that sometimes the name goes in one ear out the other. I make it a habit to say the person's name a few times in conversation before I leave them. So, Jules, it was definitely good seeing you again, and I know we'll see each other plenty often again since I live there on the Grand Carrigan, and I hope today's business has been swell as well.
Yeah, it's been actually very popular today. Quite a few people gambling, which is always very nice. You saw those two gentlemen running, right?
I did. What about them?
Um, Someone told me earlier today to watch out for those two. Apparently, they've been up to no good, so I would just be aware of that.
That's good to know. What are the names? Did you get
I
them?
do not know, but they have not changed their clothing, and I guess they're still running around doing something crazy. So,
What kind of no good have
beware.
they been up to specifically? I'm curious now.
Well, the person that told me this was going to the bank and said that they were following him, so I would hopefully not robbing people, but
I'm gonna
yeah, I would
see
just
if Benny's
keep that in mind.
around, and perhaps he can stand by my side and make sure my person is untouched by ne'er do wells.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, just take care of yourself.
Well, I appreciate it very much, Jules. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. See you around.
See you around. I might have to restart the stream, dang stitches. That's been happening a lot lately. I don't know why, but it's bad. It's bad.